Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're going to start a new series on flexible dieting for contest prep. And I know that may sound a little benign because we believe in flexible dieting and we also believe that we need a certain amount of structure. And of course, we do contest prep. So these are seemingly things we have talked about before in different ways we have. But I want to break it down very categorically, Adam. In this first episode, talk about actual calories. In the realm of flexibility, flexible dieting, how do our daily and weekly calorie goals match up? So I'll ask it this way. If you have a client and you said, based on your macronutrient profile, let's say that comes out to just arbitrarily 2,000 calories a day, do you expect them to be at 2,000 calories a day, or can they be at 1,900 one day, 21 the next day? Or like, is it like how much margin? Because does that really matter? How far would you expect that to go? And for all the right reasons, just why do you think physiologically you should either be perfect or not so perfect?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I'm trying to think the best way to answer that. I personally myself, I like a margin of error of, plus 10 or minus 10 on protein, plus 10, minus 10 on carbs, or plus 5, minus 5 on fat, since those are the highest calorie, macronutrient. I've seen coaches that I've gotten, clients from where it's 333 grams of protein a day. And I can't think of anything I could do to a client to stress them out more by saying it has to be here. You're eating a seed to hit that intake. So,
hey, I'm going to change your macros. I want you to take out 4 grams of fat or take out 12 grams of carbs.
Yeah, and sometimes, well, I wanted to elaborate on that, and you're leading me in a great direction. Some coaches, I think, do it to confuse their clients and make them think that it's that fine-tuned so they can have them forever. Or they do it to say, well, your coach only gave you even numbers and I'm the best because I'll give you right to the thing. And sometimes, your type A crowd is always going to go to that coach, and it's really not that important, but you also don't want to be dicking around and not, hating your intake. And as a coach, I should be able to tell what your intake is based on your tracking that you send to me, especially if you're in contest prep. If you're a lifestyle client, be a little more leeway there. So it is really important though. And obviously planning ahead so you can hit those numbers within that accurate margin.
For the same reason, I tell people, look, there's no way you could even statistically measure with any level of perfection your calorie expenditure every day based on sleep, based on needs and total daily energy. Like you're just never going to. So really, does one rice cake worth of energy make a difference? And so I will tell my clients, yes, this is our target. And if you're over 20 grams, 25 under, maybe try and make it up the next day if you can. But even in the entire wash of the week, let's just say you had one day that was slightly higher and you just didn't worry about it. Is it really going to matter? And I know, like you said, Adam, we have to be careful. We want to be serious. We want to be diligent. But I think this is where you have to at least bring the pressure down and just say, let's just see what happens. Let's see how the week goes. Let's plot those data points. Let's look at the trend lines. And, then there may be a little comfort level we can have per client that's different for each one, genetically, metabolically, personally. But yeah, I just, that was my main point, Adam, which is you just don't have to look at things to that nth degree and worry about it. You can have structure with some pretty good levels of flexibility calorically.
Yeah, as long as you're accurate, and have consistency, it's going to equal out in a good result. And as long as you have someone monitoring your progress and making sure you are progressing and looking into the details on why you're maybe not, if you're not. So, it's all about having a good coach that looks into the details at the right time frames.
Yeah, and we'll get into in the next couple episodes the actual macronutrients, but I'll wrap us up with this. just like total work in a week is sometimes the most important variable for training, total calories in a week. So your protein, carbs, and fat may fluctuate a little bit here and there. Your calories may fluctuate a little bit. But does anybody even look at the actual total block of calories per week compared to this week, compared to that week? You start getting into weekly and monthly averages instead of looking at every day as the unit of comparative measurement. And I think you'll see that, wow, I can actually relax a little bit as long as I'm moving the whole ship in the right direction.
That's why we have those graphs on our spreadsheets that no one ever thinks to look through.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, thanks for sitting on this one. I think it's going to be a good series. We'll see you guys next time in episode 2, and we'll keep going through exactly how to execute flexible dieting in a contest prep. See you next time.